Why, hello there. So, Valve have announced out of the blue 3 new pieces of hardware. Their lineup now consists of the Steam controller, the Steam machine, and the Steam frame VR headset. They still have their Steam Deck, of course, and there's been a lot of really good reviews about that and how well it's been made. So I'm very excited for these new pieces of kit. I was just thinking about this the other day, actually. With everything that's happening with Xbox and their price increases, I've actually just lowered my subscription and I've decided that I'm just going to stick with Steam. I do have a big library on there. There are regular sales on Steam. It's still a great platform to play games. And so last night I was thinking, how good would it be if there was a console so that I could also play my games on my couch, which I like to do from time to time. So it's very fitting that they have just announced that they are releasing a console. So I personally am very excited about this, and I know a lot of other people are going to be very excited about this. We don't know what the pricing is going to be like, but based on the Steam Deck, the Steam Deck came out and it was pretty competitively priced. So I'm hoping for the same with some of these kits of hardware. We also don't know when it's going to be released, so we'll just have to keep an ear out for that. So let's talk about the 3 pieces of hardware that they have just announced. Firstly, being the Steam controller. So the Steam controller has been designed to be compatible with any game on your Steam library, which is nice. There's a magnetic charger that just clicks into it looks like, and it's also Bluetooth and wireless and has 35 hours of playtime. The design is very similar to the Steam Deck. It has apparently very comfortable thumbsticks, and then there's also these thumb pads that mimic kind of, mouse movement with your thumb. I've never tried it, but apparently it's quite good. And I've heard that the Steam Deck is also very comfortable to hold, so I would imagine that this would also be a fairly comfortable controller. So that looks very interesting. Then we have the Steam machine. It is a very modern looking compact box, has some RGB lights on the front to give it a bit of bling. It can run games up to 4K 60 frames per second, and it runs the Steam OS, which is Linux based, which means that games are going to be very optimized on the Steam Deck. We saw games were very optimized and ran very well compared to other handhelds that were running off Windows 11. You also have the ability to fast suspend and resume games like you have on the Steam Deck. So that means you don't have to shut down, start up. You can just quickly jump into where you left off on a game, which is very cool. It has a SD card slot to expand storage. And you are also now able to stream games to phones, tablets, and laptops, which is cool. You can also stream to the new VR Steam Frame headset. So the VR headsets, I've never used VR personally because I don't want to fork out hundreds of dollars to play a handful of games. However, there are some games that I really want to play, such as Half-Life Alyx. I'm a huge Half-Life fan, and I've still never played Half-Life Alyx. There's a Metro VR game, and I think there's like a Batman game maybe that's in VR as well. There's a few others, I'm sure. But I am keen to try it, especially since it is a Steam headset. It looks very similar to the Meta headset, but not only does it allow you to play VR games, but it allows you to play non-VR games streamed from the Steam Deck using the Steam controller also, which means that if someone else is using the TV, you can just use your VR headset and controller and go play your game somewhere else, which is cool. So that's pretty interesting. Not only have they just announced a console, but they've also announced the VR headset and controller as well. So it's very exciting. I don't know when it's going to come out. I'm very keen though. I'm definitely on the Steam bandwagon at the moment after I've been thrown off violently by Xbox. It's like they're trying to get rid of their customers or something. I'm definitely not happy, Jan, with all of that. Price increasing from Xbox. I'm definitely going to be jumping ship from them. But yeah, let me know what you think about all of these announcements and what are you looking forward to playing when you get one.